Hello, in this video we're going to look at Stackelberg and do some graphical analysis. We're going to have a graph problem and show how to find the equilibrium solution. So Stackelberg, firm 1 will be the leader, setting its output first. The market inverse demand is given by the following equation, where the market output Q is comprised of firm 1's output plus firm 2's output. Firm 2's reaction function is as follows. Both firms have a constant marginal cost at $2, so MC equals 2. And in a well-labeled diagram, we want to show the Stackelberg equilibrium. So we're going to go through some multiple steps here to do that. Step 1, we're going to graph the market demand curve. It's over here on the right. Here is the market inverse demand. And to graph the demand curve, we're going to set Q equal to 0 and solve for P. So if Q equals 0, P equals 26. That is the vertical intercept of the market demand curve. And to get the horizontal intercept down here at Q equals 13, we set P equal to 0. So we have 0 equals 26 minus 2Q. We're going to get 26 divided by 2, or 13. So that is the market demand curve. Step 2, we're going to graph the marginal cost curve. Marginal cost is constant at $2. So this horizontal line right here, MC equals 2. We'll note here that the marginal cost curve intersects the demand curve when Q is 12. So here is our market demand, setting P equal to 2 and solving for Q. Q equals 12. So once again, marginal cost intersects the demand curve at Q equals 12. Step 3, we're going to derive firm 1's residual demand curve. I have it highlighted here in yellow. That is firm 1's residual demand curve, the Stackelberg leader. How did I find that? So first, again, the market demand, market inverse demand equations right here. We have firm 2's reaction function. So first, let's set firm 2's output equal to 0. So I'm going to plug 0 into this equation. And now I'm going to solve for firm 1's output. So we're going to get 6 divided by 0.5. So firm 1's output will be 12 if firm 2's output is 0. And if firm 1's output is 12, we're going to plug that into the inverse market demand. So Q subscript 1 is 12, Q subscript 2 is 0. And if we solve for P, we get a value of 2. So when P is 2 and Q subscript 1 equals 12, that is going to be 1 point on firm 1's residual demand curve. That's down right here, at this highlighted point. Let's get this other point here on firm 1's residual demand curve, its vertical intercept. We do that by setting firm 1's output equal to 0. We're going to plug that into firm 2's reaction function. And we see that firm 2 would produce 6 units of output. I'm going to take this inverse market demand, putting in 6 for firm 2's output, 0 for firm 1's. Solving for P, we get 14. So when the price is 14 and firm 1's output is 0, we have another point on firm 1's residual demand curve right here, the vertical intercept. Step 2 is we're going to derive firm 1's marginal revenue curve. Okay, the marginal revenue curve is going to be what is associated with firm 1's residual demand curve. So the key here is that firm 1's marginal revenue will look like its residual demand. It's going to have the same vertical intercept, but with a slope that is twice as steep. So here is the vertical intercept of firm 1's marginal revenue, right here, and it has a slope that's twice as steep. So notice that the slope of the residual demand curve, this line right here, just rise over run. We got 12 over 12, okay? So we got a slope here of minus 1 for firm 1's residual demand. So firm 1's marginal revenue curve will have a slope that is equal to minus 2. So here's the actual equation for firm 1's marginal revenue curve. Vertical intercept of 14 and a slope that's twice as steep, in this case equal to minus 2. And so since it's minus 2, where's firm 1's marginal revenue curve going to intersect marginal cost? Just simply halfway between 12 and 0 or 6. So halfway between 12 and 0 here or 6. All right, let's now find the equilibrium. So firm 1 produces where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. So that marginal revenue curve for firm 1 intersects marginal cost at 6 units of output. We're going to plug this 6 units of output into firm 1's residual demand, and we see that firm 1 will set a price of $8. So firm 1 sets price at $8 to sell all 6 units. At a price of $8, the total quantity demanded in the market, we take this $8, walk over to the market demand curve, come down, the total quantity demanded in the market is 9. So if the total quantity demanded in the market is 9 and firm 1 is producing 6 of those units, selling 6 of those units, it means that firm 2 must be selling 3 units. So at a price of $8, the total quantity demanded in the market is 9. Firm 2 then sells 3 units, the 9 minus 6. Okay, that's our solution.